So the EOS 70D has a pretty sweet flash system. So let's go through the essentials of the built-in flash first. So to do so, you can go to the second tab in the menu, go to Flash Control, and go to built-in flash settings. So you have two flash modes, ETTL2 and manual flash. So ETTL2 stands for Electronic Through the Lens version 2. So it's sort of like an auto mode for flash because the camera will automatically judge how strong the flash should fire based on the current exposure. So we also have manual flash where you yourself determine the power of the output. So let's take a look at ETTL2. You can set the exposure compensation here. So basically you can set how strong the flash should fire. So 0 is basically neutral, the camera will decide. So if it's 1 plus 1, the camera will deliberately fetch the flash one stop stronger than it should be. So you can also set it to 2, 3 stops, and you can also set it to fire 1 stop under, 2 stops under, and up to 3 stops under. So the EOS 70D's pop-up flash also has a built-in speed light transmitter. That means it can trigger compatible speed lights remotely, so through an IR beam, that is. So you can set the wireless function here. You can disable wireless. You can set it to the external speed light with a ratio to the pop-up flash. So you can actually set this the ratio of the firing. So basically the pop-up flash ratio will always be 1, and you can set how strong you want the external speed light to be. So the external speed light is always stronger or even compared to the pop-up flash. So if I set it to 2 to 1, that means the external flash will be 2 times stronger than the pop-up flash, and 4 and 8. So this is the ratio setting, and this one is to just trigger the external speed light, just the speed light, and this one is the speed light and the internal flash simultaneously. So here you can set the channel, one of 4 channels, exposure compensation, firing group, it's either all speed lights and all pop-up flashes, and for the firing group, you can actually set a ratio of the A group to the B group. You can set the groups on the speed lights, so basically you can classify them into group A and group B. So here you can set the ratio of power of group A to group B. So given that, we will now take a look at manual flashing. So when it's manual flash, you can disable the wireless flash, and you can set the flash output of your internal flash manually. So basically this one is full power, 1/1, and you have half power, quarter power, 1/8 power, 1/16 power, and so on, all the way down to 1/28 power. So we also have shutter sync, that's first curtain or second curtain. So curtain synchronization is basically first curtain, it flashes the flash at the beginning of the exposure. If it's second curtain, it will only flash the flash at the end of the exposure. So if you want to do some sort of light trail effect, you will want to put it to second curtain. Wireless function, you have external flash only or external flash plus internal flash. So basically you can set the firing group, it's either all groups or an A to B ratio. So you can also set the flash output you want of the external flash, and that is pretty much it. So this is how you trigger external flashes wirelessly using the wireless function. Basically all you have to do is set this up, knock the pop-up flash up, and set your external flash to slave mode, and these settings will apply when the shot is taken. So now let's take a look at the external flash control. So I've got a 320EX speed light here. So I'm gonna pop that onto the camera, lock it into place. Alright, so to access the functions of the external speed light, you can go to external flash function setting. So this one is either manual flash or ETTL. So with ETTL, you can only set the exposure compensation, whereas with manual flash, you can set the exposure yourself. So you can set the flash output level all manually. And over here, you select the curtain sync. So again, like we said earlier, first curtain, second curtain, and we have a new mode that's high-speed synchronization. So basically what high-speed sync does is it enables you to shoot at over 1/250th of a second shutter speed. So banding will not occur if you are on high-speed synchronization, because instead of just one pulse, the flash fires a huge number of series of pulses in a very short period. So that is for high-speed synchronization when you want to shoot, let's say, in the daylight with a large aperture and you want to use a quick shutter speed. So moving down, you can also set external flash custom function settings. So you have save auto power off timer, save auto power off cancel, auto power off, quick flash with continuous shoot. So to demonstrate how to trigger external flashes wirelessly with the camera's built-in speedlight transmitter, well, we'll start by making sure it's set up nicely. Wireless function, just this. Channel 1, firing group, all. So let's put it on 1/128th output for now. So now what we want to do is set up our external flash and set it to slave mode. So optical slave mode basically is wireless mode. So it will respond to the camera's pop-up flash. So now we have the flash back there, and we're gonna pop the pop-up flash up. So the pop-up flash is now up, and I'm going to take a picture. So the pop-up flash should fire, causing the external speedlight to fire as well. As you can see, the speedlight has fired. So that is how you do wireless flashing with the Canon EOS 70D.